Guys, how's everything going? This video is coming a little bit later than I'd like. First of all, I want to say to everyone, thank you so much for everyone who's reached out and actually sent really good wishes, asked how I'm doing. I kind of have been laid up on my back, and I'm going to tell you all about it in just a second. So let's jump straight into it. For those of you who follow me on social media, you may have found out that I was lucky enough and honored enough to talk at Future Schools. I was actually asked to do a full day workshop which was based around STEM and makerspaces, and if you've been following me, you understand my passion when it comes to looking at the possibility of creating, especially in that environment of a makerspace. Had a fantastic day. I've got some photos here of everyone getting involved, and it was really amazing. Unfortunately, at that night, I was going to go catch up with some of the people that I had met for dinner, and as I was stepping off the curb, I actually felt kind of like this popping in my leg, and then like a whole lot of pain, and then I realized I couldn't stand anymore. And what was really weird about the whole situation was, by stepping off the curb, I actually tore my tendon from the knee cap area, and I actually also tore and popped the tendon and the muscle in my quad. This was something I've never even expected. I ended up having to go to the emergency room, and under a whole lot of medication was released, because the very next day I took the stage to give a presentation again about makerspaces at Future Schools. Never let it be said that I let things slow me down, but I actually wanted to share with you some of the things that I've learned in the last couple of weeks. So this all happened about 4 weeks ago now. And one of the things that I realized, or at least if it's not 4 weeks, it's definitely felt that way. But one of the things I realized was that I didn't want to let anyone down. And in fact, I think that kind of plays in the way I actually create and make as well. I never like showing or sharing when I've actually made mistakes. And it's not that I haven't learned anything or that I don't want to share that with you, but it's more about the case of whether or not I'm actually delivering what it is that I want. And in the last couple of weeks, I've been kind of away from that making area. I've still been going to work, thank goodness, and that means a lot of getting on planes and getting off. And during that time, I realized I've really been itching to express myself. But in that moment when I wasn't, I realized something really phenomenal for me was going on. I realized that I couldn't do everything. And as much as I wanted to, and as much as I was pushing myself, I was actually getting to the space where if I continued doing that, I had the potential of really hurting myself. During these last couple of weeks, I've also started looking at different ways to be able to express my making. And I think that I've come up with a few really great possible ideas to allow me to continue to do that. But in a way, I'm also kind of declaring that as much as I would love to be able to share, I haven't been doing because of this fear of not being everything to everyone. So right now, I'm kind of throwing out that intention and telling you all that expect something a little bit different in the next couple of weeks as I put this stuff together. And it may not be as polished, it might not be as perfect as you see some of the other stuff, but I kind of want to bring you guys on along this journey, because every single day I get these incredible opportunities to do stuff. And I think it's really interesting, because it's all about possibility. Making is all about being able to see what can happen. And I guess I'm not asking for permission to fail. I'm just kind of giving you a warning that I probably will, because I'm a maker. And not only am I a maker, I'm also someone who's learning as they're going along. The journey's never going to finish for me. And I'm actually kind of pushing back on that fear of not being enough. One of the things that's really interesting as well is that just 2 days ago, I was invited before all this happened, but I was invited to give a keynote to a group of teachers who work in the public schools in New South Wales at a conference they call COSIes, and it was really fun to get up there. You'll see in the footage that I'm actually still wearing my brace, and I took a whole bunch of painkillers, got rid of the crutches, and it was so fun to reconnect with these teachers about the possibility of making. You see, in Australia, teachers are asked to integrate a lot of the things that makers do into the curriculum. So instead of just learning about it, they're actually expected now to take their students on a journey of actual creation. And actually it's experience. It's about taking the learning and fusing it together with an experience that integrates that And that's, you know, we're familiar with that sort of stuff. So I really didn't want to lose that opportunity. I had a fantastic time. I was able to bring some teachers up there and let them actually experience what I was talking about firsthand. Just walk about what you're trying to do.
I think wait my phone, I put my brother in the bush and
What happened? Okay, so you can explain. Oh, you both got it. Right. Fantastic. Very good. And in those moments, I realized how much I loved sharing that possibility of making and creating. And again, that's, I guess, why I share my stuff with you. So tying all of this in, I expect a kind of a different flavor of YouTube videos. The way I'm actually going to play it a little bit is kind of like a documentation. Instead of kind of a polished kind of video, I want to see what I can actually create as I go through this process of documenting what goes on during the day. And you know what? I really hope you guys react well to it, because I know that I'm super keen to be able to create that for you. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that I am up and about. It's going to take me about another 2.5 months. If I play it right and I don't push myself too hard, I don't have to go and have surgery to reattach my tendon. They're hoping that the scar tissue will actually be able to do the job for me. And I am really super keen at getting back into the workshop, because between you and me, I'm going a little crazy not building. But don't tell anyone that sort of stuff, because, you know, we want to be everything to everyone. So look, this is a quick update. I hope you enjoy it. Again, thank you so much to everyone who's reached out. This was kind of a bit of a shock, but at the same time, it's kind of taught me a little lesson, and I get a feeling a new doorway opened up the minute I was able to slow down a little bit. So, you know what? By the way, how do you like this room? This is the room I stay in when I'm in Sydney. This is not my place, but you know what? I was keen to grab the camera and say hello to all of you guys. And again, just say thank you so much. Your tweets, your emails, your comments on Facebook, especially about how I'm doing, was really, I kind of wanted to hide completely away from having this injury and be like Superman, but I appreciate it. It really meant something to me. Guys, keep an eye out. If you haven't done so before, subscribe. We're coming up to the 2,000 mark. Got a few hundred more people to come on board. I have had an idea for the last 2 years. 2 years it's taken me to get to this point, and I'm really super keen. Well, I'm saying super keen all the time. I am super excited to be able to hit that 2,000 mark. I've got something really special for that. So if you haven't done it before, subscribe, hit that bell button, and you know what? Share the love, go create something, and I'll see you guys real soon. Oh, by the way, for everyone who's going to Makerspace Central, I'm sorry I'm not going to be there. I really worked my butt off to try and get everything together, but the crutches are just going to stop me from traveling. So you guys have a fantastic time at Makerspace Central. I wish I was there. I'm definitely keeping you guys all in mind. C'est la vie, right? Take care, have fun, go make something.